Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Albert Almora, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next. Jon Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark DeRosa, what you got on this lineup as they try to clinch a division title?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
In there, no balls and a strike. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Rounded down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
The 1-2. But fastball misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
The 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is in there. A called strike 3. Down in order go the Pirates. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Chad Kuhl will be on the mound for the Buccos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days, I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Dickerson makes the play, 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He comes into this one among the leaders in slugging percentage. How about top 5 in the National League? I love watching him when he comes up to the plate. There's an electricity about him. He's got power and he's got that swagger that you just can't miss.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, batting .500, 4 for 8. Swinging a soft liner. And quickly there are 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Josh Bell the next to hit. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the National League. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and the nice soft hands.
So striding forward now, Sean Rodriguez. His past history against John Lester, he's collected 11 hits in 51 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
2-2 the count. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Josh Harrison will be next. Belted high in the air out to left. Freeman ranging back into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little bouncer that winds up foul. One out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting seventh, shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Now at the plate, Jordy Mercer. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close. Two out, nobody on. That's taken now, and it's 2-0 to the Pirates shortstop. And that's over. 2-1. (3-1) the count to the Pirates shortstop. The 3-1 pitch. Is a swing and a high pop-up. Contreras will wait on it, and that will retire the side. One in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's a long ball threat, of course. Currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Ryan.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he has 7 hits in 26 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
Striding in, Wilson Contreras. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And it's fouled away. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. His past history against John Lester: he has 7 hits in 31 tries. He also has 1 home run. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Cervelli is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praised for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Here it comes, the 3-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. And here in the season's final month, we give you a look there at where these guys sit in the division standings. Stepping up now, Chad Kuhl. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1 ball, no strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
D-Rod.
1-1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
One on its way from Lester. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
1 out, nobody on. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 1-1 the count now. Two out, nobody on. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's another 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging in the dirt. Contreras recovers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup over the inside corner. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
At the plate, John Lester, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And the next batter will be Mike Freeman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run and 17 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Called strike 0-2. Baez, a 25-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Carlton McKenzie comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
McKenzie.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Waiting on it is Almora. One down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Digging in for his second at bat, Corey Dickerson. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. Yanked fouled off to the right. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball one.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The first baseman, number 55.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Bell. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Now here it comes. Down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Sean Rodriguez. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
That last at bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Now Lester's 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Happ has a beat on it, and that's the third out. Pirates leave one. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Albert Almora, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Albert Almora.
Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. This one's into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 42 on the season, and the Cubs are back to even now with 1 run apiece.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there's ball 1.
Playing 11.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Count still at 1 and 2. 2 and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Here now the 2-2. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Oh, and he misses it.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it, but then I watch it and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Seared down the first baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And he's safe.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot. And he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Here comes Dickerson. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right
there. Into the box, John Lester, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, 1 error, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 1. In now, Josh Harrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Almora is there, and he has it for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 1 gone now for the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and that's going to land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. One run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 coming. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Freeman. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Ready now, Francisco Cervelli. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They still trail it here 3-1. And the next batter will be Mike Freeman. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Little tapper down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Skied down the left field line. McKenzie has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next day.
Dribbled to the right side. That's a foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Back up the middle. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Kris Bryant, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's set. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Lined into right, a base hit. He'll come home with it. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 4-1 Chicago. Elias Diaz will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 32, Elias Diaz.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Starling Marte. Fouled off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Carlton McKenzie. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Popped him up. Bryant in foul ground, but that's off the top of the home dugout, out of reach. 2-1. Here's Lester's offering. To 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And it's fouled away. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Another full count pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Michael Feliz enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 45, Michael Feliz.
So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras, 0 for 2 with the runs scored so far.
Wilson Contreras.
First pitch of the at-bat. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ, number 13 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball's flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Ben Zobrist comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, John Lester. And he takes ball 1. Here's the pitch. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 5-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Now Lester's 0-1. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, third baseman.
Ready for another chance, Sean Rodriguez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Dickerson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. On the run is Almora. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Ready for another shot now, Josh Harrison. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Harrison hits a little over the 270 mark. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora, and that's the third out. One left for Pittsburgh. They're down here 5-1. Stepping in, Mike Freeman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. The set and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Marte. He's got it 1 away.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
The batter, center fielder, Albert Almora.
In now, Albert Almora.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're up 5-1. Now batting, Jordy Mercer. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Jordy Mercer.
First offering on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lester's 2-0 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Another 0-2 home. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Freeman back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. 8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. David Freese will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
David Freese.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. His past history against Jon Lester, he has 7 hits in 26 at-bats. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 1-1. Fouled away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Contreras corrals it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down 5-1. Josh Smoker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53, Josh Smoker.
Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Rizzo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. Missed with a slider. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Wilson Contreras is on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Rizzo stands at second with no outs. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone! Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And he lays off for ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Number 25 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
The right fielder, number 8, Field.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The shortstop, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and set to go now to the shortstop, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Coming to the plate now, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Popped him up. Mercer into shallow center. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Mike Freeman.
Digging in, Mike Freeman. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. From the stretch. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Zobrist leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Pulled softly out toward right. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's Javier Baez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Now the 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, a terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 9-1 ball game. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he is in there.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He went deep back in the fifth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the ninth inning from Wrigley Field. Here's Starling Marte. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to right center. Almora in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. Jen Ho-Tseng, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Jen Ho-Tseng.
Standing in now, Carlton McKenzie, as a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Tseng, a 6'1" right-hander. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Here comes the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. Popped him up. Rizzo trying to get there, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. Chicago win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. John Lester gets his 18th win of the year, the best on the staff, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the Victorious